Everyone right to go? As I'm coming back to work, I thought it was appropriate to update you on where things are at, but also to tell you a bit more about my story, our story of these last few months. We'd been down the beach having a family weekend. It was a bit of a chance to have some time together and to make up for the fact that summer had been really busy and a holiday that had been planned hadn't happened. And I'm making my way to the car to head off to work, and it had been raining. I'm not sure if it was raining at the time, but it had been raining. As I put my foot onto the first step, I knew I was in trouble. I didn't really connect with the step, it just slid straight off. I became airborne almost, so I'm horizontal with the step, and then all I could hear was just this almighty crunch. And that's when I knew that, and when I heard the crunch, I thought, this is serious, we're in trouble here. Kath must have heard me sort of groaning in pain. I couldn't yell out. She comes and finds me a few moments later. It felt like an eternity because I sort of couldn't breathe. I could only the most shallow breaths in and out.
It was awful because you were going blue and we were looking at each other and I was thinking, you're going to die here in Sorrento at this holiday house. And you were looking at me and you felt the same.
Kath called the ambulance. And she called my close personal protection detail, the Victoria Police detail, the two guys that are with me 24/7. They were parked just a few houses down the street waiting for me to drive out. I can remember the ambos getting there, and they gave me one of those green whistles. But because I had broken ribs, they knew I had broken ribs. They said, don't breathe on that too hard or it'll make you cough. But it wasn't until they got the line into my arm and into my hand and gave me some pretty significant pain relief that things kind of settled. Look, the ambos did a fantastic job and I'm proud of them and I'm grateful to them, but I've never experienced anything like this. I've never really been injured. I've never been admitted to hospital in all my life. I've never broken a bone. Everyone who's taken care of us, from coppers, the guys who are with me 24/7, who are great, they're part of our family basically, they do an amazing job. Physios to ambos, all of our doctors,
nurses in
ICU, just
amazing.
There's something very special about those people. They are the best of us. As painful, as difficult, as traumatic as it was, we were very lucky, very, very lucky. And we've seen some really vile stories being put around about what happened. Politics isn't always like that. I got one of the most touching and most important messages that came to me, a text message from Ted Boyu, on the day of this accident, the evening of that Tuesday, where he shared his experience, having injured his back 40 years ago, having not taken the time to recover properly and still today living with that injury. And he made it really clear to me and to us that we needed to take our time and heal properly. To everybody, to every one of you who've sent a Facebook message, a card, a note, an email, a text message, wishing us well, I'm deeply grateful. We're deeply grateful. I think there's tens of thousands of them, literally tens of thousands, and the kindness of strangers, it's a beautiful thing. It's the best medicine in some ways. Well, being the Premier of this state is the greatest honour of my life, and it's an important role. When you have a traumatic moment in your life, you kind of reassess things. You work out and you remind yourself of the things that are really, really important. Family is important, but so too is delivering for every family. Working hard for every single Victorian family. That's the oath I swore. That's the job I've got. I'm coming back this week. I'm fit, I'm strong, I'm healthy. I'm on the ballot next year. I'm running, and I'm running to win. There's unfinished business and I'm determined to get it done.